Yes, good morning students. A warm welcome to this recorded class. In the previous video, we have discussed agreement of subject and verb. Okay, so now in today's video, let us discuss very important topic, that is analysis of simple sentences, or we also call it as sentence analysis. Okay, so this is a very important topic for high school students and college students also. So please don't forget to subscribe my channel and watch this video till end. If you watch this video till end only, you will be able to understand what I am going to teach you. Okay, and please don't forget to subscribe my channel and press the like button, and whatever doubts you have, you can put it in the comment box and share my video. Okay, and I am in Instagram also, so I'll send that link in the description box so you can see it. Okay, and you can follow me in Instagram also and Twitter also. Okay, so shall we start today's topic? So before we start today's topic, let us discuss what all we are going to learn in this topic. So first we are going to learn what is a sentence. Next we are going to learn what is analysis of sentence. And we are also going to learn few terms like subject word, adverbial qualification, attribute, subjective case, direct object, indirect object, and objective case with examples. Hope you all have understood. Shall we start today's topic? Okay students, now let us see what is analysis of sentences. Okay, analysis of sentence means to divide a sentence into various parts based on the work they do in it. So that means what, according to the work they do in it, okay, we divide the sentence into various parts. We call it as analysis of sentences. Yes students, now first let us discuss what is a sentence. You all know what is a sentence because I have explained in my previous videos what is a sentence. A sentence is a set or group of words which make complete sense. So it makes complete sense. It should give you complete meaning. Then we call it as a sentence. Again, a sentence is divided into two parts. That is, one is subject and the other is predicate. I already told you that subject means what? It tells us about the doer of the action, like person or thing about which something is said. Okay, we will get the questions like who or whom, what, who or what you'll get. Okay. Next, whereas predicate means what is said about the person or thing denoted by the subject. Predicate means what work has been done by the subject. Students, now let us see a few examples of subject and predicate. Okay, if you see the first example here, dogs bark. So who barks? Dog. Dog. So dog will be the subject, and what will dog do? It will bark. So that will be the predicate. Next, the sun gives light. So in this, who gives light? The sun. So it will be the subject, and what will the sun do? It gives light. So that will be the predicate. Next, the child is dead. So who is dead? The child. So that will be the subject, and what happened to the subject here? He is dead. So that will be the predicate. Next, if you take, the boys made Rama captain. So who made Rama captain here? The boys. So that will be the subject. And what did the boys do here? They made Rama captain. Okay, next if you take here, my father gave me a watch. Who gave me a watch here? My father. So that will be the subject. And what did the father do here? He gave me a watch. So that will be the predicate. Okay, next if you take, the flames spread everywhere. What spread everywhere? The flames. So that will be the subject. And what happened to the flames here? Spread everywhere. So that will be the predicate. Next if you take, the flames spread in every direction. So what spread here? The flames. So what happened to the flames? It spread in every direction. Next, if you take the next example, the hour to prepare lessons has arrived. So what has arrived here? The hour to prepare lessons. So what happened to the hour to prepare lessons? It has arrived. So that will be the predicate. Students, now let us discuss what is a subject verb or a simple subject. Okay, sometimes what happens in a sentence, a subject will have several words. So in that several words, there is one important word. So that chief word, we call it as a subject word or a simple subject. Okay, so the subject word is always a noun or a word or a group of words. Yes students, if we take examples for this subject word or simple subject, here is the first example here. The little child, tired of play, is sleeping. So here you have a big subject here. What is that? The little child, tired of play. So this is full a subject. So in that, if you take one important word. What is that? About what we are speaking about? The child. What is very important word in this? Child. Yes, important word. Because who is sleeping, if we ask, we'll get the word child itself. So that will be the subject word. It's a noun here. Next here, if you take, the rich are not always happy. Again, you have two subjects here. What is that? The rich. So in that, about whom we are speaking? Rich. So this is very important word in the subject. So we call this as a subject word or a simple subject. And now let us see the next part here. What is that? Enlargement or attribute. So what is an enlargement or attribute here? So in the complete subject, I told subjects will be, it won't be one word, sometimes it will be a big subject, okay? So it will be a group of words. Subject, sometimes it may be a group of words. So in the complete subject, the subject word, if it is qualified by an adjective or adjective equivalent, then we call it as enlargement or attribute. Yes, students, now let us see a few examples for this. Attributes. Okay, see here. New broom sweep clean. Here, if you take here subject, you have two words as subject. What is that? New brooms. So in that, what sweep cleans, which is the main word here, chief word here? Brooms. So that will be the subject word, or we call it a simple subject. Now, in addition to that, you have got one word that is new. So that will be the attribute, and it plays the role of an adjective. So it is an adjective. New is an attribute and it is an adjective. And sweep clean will be the predicate. Next, if you take the second example, barking dogs seldom bite. If you take here barking dogs, so first, what seldom bite here? Dogs. So that is the main subject. So we call it as subject word. And what type of bark seldom bite? That is barking dogs. So it is also an attribute and it is a participle, that is present participle. Okay. Next, if you take the third example, Hari's father is an engineer. If you take this example, so who is an engineer? Hari's father. Father is the main part, so it is a subject word. And whose father? Hari's father. So it is a possessive noun. Okay, it is an attribute and it is a possessive noun. And again, he is an engineer will be the predicate. Okay, students, now let us see the fourth example here. My views are quite different. So here, what is the main word here? What is different here? Views. So that will be the subject word. And whose views here? My. It will be an attribute and it is a possessive adjective. Or quite different will be the predicate. Next, if you take the next example, Firdausi, the poet, wrote the Shahnama. So Firdausi is the main. Who wrote the Shahnama means what answer will get here? Firdausi. So that will be the subject word. And who is Firdausi? The poet. So that will be the attribute. Okay, and it is a noun in apposition. We call it as noun in apposition. And wrote the Shahnama will be predicate. A desire to excel is commendable. Actually, subject is a desire to excel. So in that, what is the chief subject here? Important subject here? Desire. So that will be the subject word. And A will be attribute and to excel also will be an attribute. So to excel is a gerundial infinitive. Infinitive, to infinitive. And is commendable will be a predicate. Next, if you take the next example, a stitch in time saves 9. Actually, subject is what? A stitch in time will be the subject. So in that, main subject is what is here? Stitch. So that will be the subject word. And A and in time will be the attributes. And in time means a group of words doing the work of an adjective. Saves 9 is a predicate. Okay, now just as the subject word may be qualified by an adjective or adjective equivalent. Adjective equivalent means what? A noun or which plays the role of an adjective. It is not an adjective, but it plays the role of an adjective. In the same way, the verb in the predicate may be qualified by an adverb or adverb equivalent. So we call this as extension or adverbial qualification. Okay. Yes, if we take few examples here, the flames spread everywhere. Here, what is the complete subject here? The flames is the complete subject. In that, what is the main subject here? Flames. So that will be the subject word and the will be attribute. Spread will be verb. Everywhere. How does it spread? Everywhere. It spread everywhere. So that we call as adverbial qualification, and here it's actually predicate. We call it as adverbial qualification and it is playing the role of an adverb. Okay. Next, if you take the second example, he went home. Who went home here? He. So that will be the subject word. Went will be the verb. home will be adjective qualification. So it is an adverbial accusative. Next, if you take the third example, he rose to go. So here he will be the subject word, rose will be verb, to go is the again adverbial qualification, and it is a gerundial infinitive, that is to infinitive. Okay. Now let us see the fourth example here. The flames spread in every direction. Here if you take here, the flames is a complete subject. In that, what is the important subject here? Flames. So we call it as a subject word. The is the attribute. Spread is the verb, and in every direction is a predicate, and we call it as an adverbial qualification. Okay. So it's a group of words doing the work of an adverb. Okay. Now if you take next, spring advancing, the swallows appear. If you see this example, here the subject is not in the starting. And note this, students, every time subject won't be in the starting. Sometimes it will be in the middle, sometimes it will be in the end also. So who does that work? So that question if you ask, then you will know what is the subject. Okay. Here the complete subject is the swallows. So in that, what is the main subject here? Swallows. So we call this as a subject word, and the is the attribute, appear is the verb, and spring advancing is a predicate, and it's an adverbial qualification. So it's an absolute phrase. Okay, students, let us see what is subject complement. Okay. So a word or word group in the predicate that identifies or describes a subject, we call it as a subject complement. Now let us see the examples here. The sky grew dark. Okay. Sky is a subject word. Okay. The is the attribute. Grew is the verb. And dark is the complement because it is describing the sky. So it's talking about the subject. So dark is a complement. As it is describing the noun, it is an adjective. Complement here is what? It's an adjective. Next, if you take Venus is a planet, Venus is a subject word, is verb, and a planet is a complement. Now let us see the next example. It is me. Okay. So here what is subject word here? It is a subject word, is a verb, and me is a complement. And here me is what? It's a pronoun. Okay. Next, if you take the next one here, the man seems worried. So man is a subject word, the is the attribute, seems is verb, and worried is complement, and it is a participle. Students, now let us see the next example. Your book is there. So book is a subject word, your is the attribute, is verb, and there is complement, and here this complement is adverb. Okay. Next, if you take the next example, the house is to let. So here house is a subject word, the is attribute, is verb, and to let is a complement, and it is again an infinitive. Okay. Next, if you take the next one, the building is in a dilapidated condition. So building is a subject word, is a verb, the is the attribute, and in a dilapidated condition is a complement. Complement here what? It's a group of words doing the work of an adjective. Students, now let us see here. Sometimes the verb in the predicate will be a transitive verb. So what happens? It requires an object to complete its sense, means what? Meaning. Okay. So what is an object? You all know, I have explained in the previous videos. What is an object when I was explaining the sentences? Okay. Objects receive the action of verbs. The receiver of the action, we call it as object. Okay. Now let us see a few examples for this here. Birds build nests. So here birds is the subject word, build is the verb, and nest is an object, and it's a noun. The object is what here? It's a noun. Next, if you take next one, I know him. So I is the subject word, know is the verb, and him is the object, and it's a pronoun. If you take the third example, all good children pity the poor. So children is a subject word, children is a subject word, all and good are attributes, pity is the verb, and poor is the object. And here poor is an adjective, and it's used as the noun. Now let us see the examples here. The Gurkhas love fighting. Okay. So what is the subject word here? Gurkhas is a subject word. The is the attribute. Love is verb. And fighting is an object. It's a gerund, or we also call it as verbal noun, because verb is acting as a noun. So we call that as verbal nouns. Next, if you take the next one. The foolish crow tried to sing. So crow is the subject word. Two attributes you have here. What are they? The and foolish. Attributes. Tried is verb, and to sing is object. And here to sing is again, it's an infinitive. Okay. Students, just like the subject word, the object word may also have attributes. Okay, like if you take example here, he shot a big panther. So here he is the subject word. Okay, shot is a verb. A and big are attributes in the predicate. Okay, and panther is the object word. Okay, sometimes the transitive verb in the predicate takes two objects. What are they? Direct object and indirect object. I have already explained about this in the previous videos. Students, now let us see what is a direct object. A direct object is someone or something that receives an action. If we ask the question what or whom to the verb, then whatever answer we get to it, we call it as a direct object. Here I have given few examples. See here. John is writing a script for a movie. What is he writing? A script for a movie. So a script is a direct object. He bumped his head into the wall. What did he bump? His head into the wall. His head is again a direct object. You should never hit a woman. Whom should we never hit? A woman. Again, it's a direct object. Let us see what is an indirect object. Okay, an indirect object is a noun or pronoun that receives the direct object in a sentence. Okay, if you ask the questions to whom or for whom, then whatever answer you get, that is an indirect object. We have given few examples here. See, he gifted me a book on my last birthday. To whom did he gift a book here? Me. So that will be the indirect object. Next, I will tell you my story soon. To whom will you tell story? You. So that is again an indirect object. My students sent me an emotional message. To whom did the students send an emotional message? That is me. So these are indirect objects. Okay. Now let us see the last part in this analysis of sentences. Okay. Objective complement. Okay. A word that comes after the direct object and describes or renames it is an objective complement. It comes after the direct object and it describes or renames it. We call it as an objective complement. If you take an example here, I found the guard sleeping. What did you find here? Guard sleeping. So what is the guard doing here? He is sleeping. So it's a complement. Okay, next, we all consider her unworthy. So here the guard is the direct object. After that you got sleeping here. In the same way, we all consider her unworthy. Whom did you consider unworthy? Her. So it is again a objective complement. Unworthy is again objective complement. Hope you have understood this topic. I think so, students. Okay. So all of you, those who have not yet subscribed my channel, please subscribe my channel, and whatever doubts you have, you put it in the comment box. Share my video and press the like button. And if you press that bell icon, you will follow all my new videos also. I have put the link of Instagram and Twitter in the description box. So kindly follow it also. Thank you.